As Dominic Toretto gets hauled on a bus to Lompoc Prison, his sis Mia Toretto and pal Brian O'Connor go all out. While the cops are hot on their trail, the trio bolts to Rio de Janeiro. Chillin' for Dom's arrival, Mia and Brian team up with their buddy Vince and the crew to jack 3 cars from a train. Turns out, the DEA's in the mix, and those rides are basically government property. When Dom rolls in with his crew, he figures out that their main dude ZZ's only into swiping the Ford GT40. So Dom's like, Mia, nab that ride yourself. Then Dom and Brian go head-to-head with ZZ and his goons. If you're all about high-octane film breakdowns, pulse-pounding sneak peeks, and mind-bending discussions, don't forget to give that like button a solid tap and smash that subscribe button to stay connected with our channel. And don't miss out, hit that notification bell to stay tuned and never skip a beat when it comes to Fast 5, the ultimate 2011 adventure sensation. Crazy thing? ZZ takes out those DEA agents. Brian and Dom end up caught and dragged to this big shot drug lord Hernan Reyes. This guy owns the cars and is ZZ's boss. Reyes wants to squeeze them for info about where the car is at, but somehow they break free and hole up in their hideout. So check it. Dom, Brian, and Mia get set up as the killers of those DEA agents. The US government's like, yo, send in the diplomatic security service crew, led by Agent Luke Hobbs and his psychic Elena, to nab them down in Rio. While Brian, Dom, and Mia are checking out the car, trying to figure out what's up, Vince shows up and gets busted swiping a computer chip from it. Dude spills the beans that he was gonna sell that chip to Reyes. Dom's pissed and kicks him out. Brian's the one who cracks the chip code and finds out it's got all the dirty deets about Reyes' criminal empire, even where he stashed a cool $100 million in cash. Hobbs and his crew roll up to Dom's hideout, but it's like a full-on battle, because Reyes' goons are tearing the place apart looking for that chip. So Brian, Dom, and Mia book it out of there, racing through the favelas. Dom's like, maybe we should split and peace out of Rio. But then Mia drops the bomb that she's preggers with Brian's kid. Dom's cool with it, and they decide to stick together. And Dom's like, let's snag Reyes' cash and start a fresh chapter. They put together a crew for the job. Han, Roman, Tej, Giselle, Leo, and Santos. To round up the cash, Dom's team hits up one of the spots and straight up sets the money on fire while Reyes' crew watches. Freaked out by that move, Reyes gathers up the rest of the dough and stashes it in a police station evidence vault, thinking it's safer there. Dom's crew does some recon, grabs gear, and manages to snag Reyes' handprint. When their hot rides don't cut it with the security cams, they jack 4 2010 Dodge Charger cop cars to blend in. Smart move. Vince links up with Dom's squad again after he rescues Mia from Reyes' goons. Hobbs' crew finally tracks down and cuffs Dom, Mia, Brian, and Vince, while they're cruising in a Gurkha LAPV, taking Dom, Brian, Mia, and Vince back to the US. Reyes' crew comes at them hard. Dom's team steps up, helps Hobbs and Elena bounce from the attack. But sadly, the rest of Hobbs' crew and Vince don't make it. Hobbs and Elena are super ticked about their team getting wiped out, so they decide to team up with the gang. They bust into the police station using the LAPV and use 2 of those chargers to yank the vault holding Reyes' cash right out of the building, dragging it through the streets. As they roll down the bridge after one crazy police chase, Dom tells Brian to keep going while he goes all wrecking ball on the cops and Reyes' rides using the vault. Brian comes back and takes out ZZ. Game over for that guy. Hobbs shows up and takes down Reyes, who's already hurt, payback for what happened to his crew. Hobbs cuts Dom and Brian some slack, gives them a 24-hour head start to make a run for it. But they gotta leave the vault right where it is. But when Dom and Brian take off, Hobbs checks out the vault and it's totally empty. Sneaky move by Dom's crew. They swapped it out with a trash truck before they even hit the bridge. After they divvy up the cash and make sure Vince's family gets their share, Dom's crew goes their separate ways. On this chill tropical beach, Brian's like, hey Dom, let's settle this with one last race. Just for fun. No stakes. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., Hobbs gets a file from Monica Fuentes about a military convoy heist in Berlin. He flips through it, and bam. There's a recent pic of Dom's supposed to be dead ex, Letty. If you were revved up by the adrenaline-packed journey of Fast 5, give us a rev of your own by giving that like button a solid hit. For even more electrifying news, heart-racing film critiques, and captivating adventure updates, make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on point. Keep that excitement rolling. Get ready to buckle up for more heart-pounding movie reviews and adrenaline-fueled adventures. Keep the excitement and action rolling.